Hi, my name is Robin, and I'm going to be showing you how I make these little ornaments using tile I got at Lowe's and laminate. The tile itself you cannot sublimate on, but with the laminate adhered to it, it makes it able to accept the sublimation ink. So all I've done so far is take my tile. It comes in sheets like this. Then I got them at Lowe's, and my thermal laminate sheets. You want to make sure you get the thermal. You don't want the self-adhesive ones. You want to make sure it's heat activated, so you want to get the thermal. And the sheets come like this. If you haven't never used them before, you take them and split it in half, and then you'll just pull it in half, so you'll have two sheets. And you'll notice that one sheet is kind of dull and has a bit of a texture to it, and the other side is very slick and shiny. So you want to make sure that the dull side is facing up, and your tile, you'll want to clean the face of your tile to remove any dirt or oily residue on it. And then place your laminate on your cutting mat. I like to cut mine where it's just barely bigger. The laminate is barely bigger than my tile itself. So you'll cut that out. And once you have it cut out, you'll lay your tile on the laminate, and you want to loosely fold each corner over. You don't want to pull it tight, because this tile does have a bit of a bevel on it. I don't know if you can really see it in this. There it is. And so you'll want the laminate to be able to adhere to that bevel. So you'll want to wrap it loosely, and then just put a piece of heat tape on each corner of your laminate sheet. And this heat transfer tape I just got at Amazon, so it's not very expensive. So once your tile has been wrapped and taped, it should look something similar to this. So now we are going to move over to my heat press. See if I can get y'all set up over here. All right, and I just got this tile off of my heat press right before this video, so it is still very warm. And so just remember, anytime you're messing with the tile after you have put it on your heat press, you want to use a heat resistant glove. So we're going to take this tile that I just prepped, and we're going to set it to the side. Because I got this one. And I'm going to show you with the one I just prepped how to do this one, how to do this step. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move that because I don't like the crease that it makes. put my tile in the center of my heat press. You'll want to put a piece of paper over top of your tile. And you'll want to put a piece of Teflon paper, a Teflon sheet over that. And we will press it for 480 seconds at 400 degrees. I know that seems like an awfully long time, but it works. And you're pressing the tile from the back to the front, so it takes a long time for the tile to heat up in order to activate your sublimation ink. So we're going to use this one as an example of how I got to that step. And I have another image here. When my other tile gets cooled down, I'm going to place it on this one. So all I'm doing is taking my tile that I just pressed, and it has completely cooled, because you don't want to put a warm tile onto your sublimation image, because it will start your sublimation process, and you don't want that to happen, because you're going to be moving it and positioning it, and so that can create a ghosting effect on your tile. So you want to get it centered the best that you can on your image, and then you're going to tape each corner of your tile down to your paper, just like I had in the one that's in the heat press now. And you're going to press it for 480 seconds, just like that one, just like you did before the first press, on your first press. And I do 400 degrees both presses. And so once your tile has cooled down and you have your image on it, and you've pressed it, your final press, your image is cooled down, or your tile has cooled down enough to where you can handle it comfortably. You don't want it to be still, the laminate, you don't want to be still flimsy. You want it to be kind of firm and set. So you'll take an X-Acto knife, and you'll want to trim off all the excess. Just go lay your knife on your tile and just trim around it all the way around. And you'll want as smooth of an edge as you can. Once you have got it trimmed, it should look something like this, if it'll focus. Okay, then I lay my tile face down. I take my ribbon. I've cut these at almost 7 inches. And you'll want to I take 6000 glue, and you'll want to put a dot on the back of your tile. Mash one end of your ribbon down, put another glue dot on the top of the ribbon, and you'll want to make your loop and mash it down pretty firmly. Then you'll take a piece of felt. This is my tracing tile. It's all marked up. And you'll take it, and I just take a Sharpie, and trace around my tile. Then I take my scissors, cut inside of your line to where you have a nice clean image. Then you take your E6000 glue, and I run a little strip around the edge of my tile and a few little spots in the middle. And you'll want to center it up and press it on. And I usually try to let mine cure overnight. I flip it over to where it's got some type of pressure on it, and I let it cure overnight. And then you end up with a cute little Christmas ornament. Alright guys, let me know how you liked this video and what you think I need to talk about next.